Welcome to January, Taurus. My name is Flo, and I am going to be doing your tarot spread for the month of January. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You might want to check your other signs to get more of a well-rounded reading. I should also note that this is a general read, which means it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I am available for bespoke readings, and that's going to be more geared towards you. So you can contact me. All my information is at the bottom. What else? What else to say? All right, I think that's it. Let's get started with your reading. I've already done your meditation, Taurus. I'm just going to shuffle through these just to ensure that we have it well mixed. And today, this is the Universal Weight deck. I always find that this one is really easy to read for you. All right. So, what is happening? That one wants to come out. And it did come out. All right. First up, in your past, death. Which completely makes sense because, you know, not that everybody gets really scared about death. Not always. Some people understand it, right? But with death, it's more of a transformation. It could literally mean death. But in most cases, it's meaning that you've had some sort of transformation. And this is where you're coming from. You're coming from a place of transformation. There was a big ending. And it was sort of like a life changing ending, as it's a major arcana. There's a lot of energy with that. Card number 2. The Three of Swords. So for some of you, it's likely to do with an ending of a very important relationship in your life. There's a lot of pain associated with that. Maybe you ended a relationship with a long-standing partner coming into the new year. For whatever reason, that's what's up. Ooh, but on a very good note, this is you, the Fool. And it's not so much foolish behavior, but more of a very powerful new beginning card. Very, very powerful new beginning card. Because the Fool is almost oblivious to all the danger around him, and he's just taking that leap of faith. So it's likely you ended this relationship because you knew that you needed this new beginning. You might not have had all the information, but in your heart you may have known this. Your biggest challenge this month is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is you. Very, very earthy energy. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, she is not paying attention to her self-care enough. So, you know, with this progression of endings having to do with a broken heart and the new beginnings, you know, coming into the new year, into a new decade, likely you made that decision because you wanted to purge and get rid of anything that was irrelevant to you. You've sort of forgotten about yourself and your self-care, but more of like your material surroundings, you know. So maybe with your sort of ending of this, I know that oftentimes when people end a big part of their life, they kind of have to go through this soul searching, and in that soul searching there's a lot of sort of self-destructive behavior. I'm talking about maybe you're spending a little bit of time or a little bit more time partying, for example, partying. So you're forgetting your material world needs to be taken care of, you know, buying some groceries and paying some bills, making sure that you have enough money at the end of the month to pay your rent, you know, things like that. So don't forget that. That's going to be your biggest challenge this month, to have that balance, to have that balance. And the outcome, yeah, exactly like what I said, you know, really pay attention to material world, because you got as an outcome, because of this big transition in your life, you got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So you might be pushing certain individuals out of your life. Like maybe you want your family to leave you alone. You know, let me deal with my grief my own way. But also forgetting that, you know, this is a big card with, when it's reversed, you could also be losing out on some money. Maybe you're taking your grief a little bit too far, and just sort of trying to ignore some of the hurt that you're feeling in your heart by partying a bit much, or just not paying attention to your material world. So really do be careful of that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But as an overall energy, you've got the Magician. This guy is fantastic. So one thing that I really see here is that you're definitely confident in yourself, and you're confident with your decisions that you've made. You're confident that this ending happened for a reason, and you did know that it was going to hurt. It's going to hurt your heart, but you knew that it was for the greater good. And you also understand that you've got everything you need to move forward. You've got everything you need to move forward. Because the Magician is all about willpower and personal power, and he steps in his power and he understands it. He sort of takes everything that he has. He's got everything at his fingertips and is able to manifest that life. So especially paired with the Fool, it's really, really, really powerful energy coming into the new year and the new decade. So go with that. But again, you know, because of all that power, don't lose sight of your world, your material world. We do live in a world of checks and balances, unfortunately. And it is really important to make sure that your bills are paid on time. Maybe the Christmas season really set you back for, you know, money. But use your ingenuity this month. You know, you can claw things back. You can claw things back if you just use everything that you've got at your fingertips to manifest it. I'm not saying manifest money, because you can't manifest money. Well, maybe you can. But I'm just saying, like, you can think of ways to generate a better income for you this year. And it starts in January. So I'm going to end with a card from the Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. I love this oracle deck, and I love her. She is the creator and artist of this deck. It's so beautiful. She uses fractal images, and the fractal images, they really, really, just look. How gorgeous is that? Gorgeous. And so, as an overall piece of advice for the month of January, you receive Starseed. Ooh la la. Starseed. And I'm not really super familiar with everything in this deck because it's quite new for me. So I'm just going to be reading out of the book. You can see that I read it often. It's already falling apart. All right. The loving, benevolent being in this card has come to you today to share his words of encouragement. There are many who feel as though they don't belong here on earth. It can be a tough journey, and with many experiences and obstacles to overcome, you no longer have to question whether you are supposed to be here or not, or whether you belong. You most absolutely belong here. Your soul has chosen this incarnation for many reasons, and the universe has brought you here for a reason too. Do not doubt the wisdom of it. Right, and that's in line with what I was saying here. You know, sometimes you might feel like you don't belong here on this earth, but you absolutely do. And part of being on this earth is you need to get your bills paid. You need to take care of your body. You need to do all of these things that, as a human being, we need to do, you know? What else? You are a very sensitive soul connected to the subtle energies and that weave and ebb through the entire cosmos. You may find that you're acutely affected by the moods or thoughts of others as well. Although at times may not feel like it, this is a gift. It is a special part of your makeup and blueprint. Your keen ability to sense and intuit these energies is an aspect of the gift you are here to bring to the planet. You could be any type of healer or teacher. Ooh, okay. So you could also be a teacher and healer. As you allow yourself to open up to the world around you, you'll find yourself opening to the higher information and energies as well. So this is also talking about really, really stepping into your power. And you see here in this image, it's almost like this cheetah here is getting his energy from the sun. And that's what I'm seeing as the connection here, because the star seed is about feeling like you're not here. And if anybody knows anything about star seeds, it's like they're star people. And so the magician is receiving his energy in this image from the sun, from the cosmos, and manifesting it in his life here on the planet, using everything at his fingertips, his tools that he's got here. Right? Pay attention to your material world. The Starseed card asks you that you consciously work on developing your connection with your guides, as there is information awaiting you. So pay attention to the information, the subtle energies. If you meditate, things like that, it'll start to open up your third eye, but use it for good use, and don't forget your place on the planet. Okay? So Taurus, that was your reading for January. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe so this video can circulate for everyone else. You can also find me on social media. All the information is below. And you follow me on, especially my Instagram account. I do daily tarot pulls, where you can see what the energies for the day are. All right, thank you. See you in February. Much love.